Flash floods and inclement weather also affecting areas like Eldorado Park. Let's find out what's happening there with Dereleen James, who is an Eldorado Park community activist. Dereleen, good evening to you and welcome. I'm looking at some of the video that community members have sent through. People are waist deep in water in the front entrances of their homes. Just give us a view of what you've been seeing and hearing from community members tonight.
Hi there, man. Actually, it's quite scary. It took me over an hour just to get home, and I live about 200-300 meters from the police station. All the roads are blocked. The drains are blocked. We have a stream that literally cuts through our community. And as a result, you cannot get from the one end of the community to the next. I'm actually standing outside now digging, so that the water can run down out of my yard because it's piled up in my yard. People's homes are flooded. We've had helicopters here all day. Earlier on, I passed the councillor while battling to get home, and she was standing in the water waist deep, holding her phone in her hand. So I'm not sure if Eldorado Park is one of those areas that's really badly affected.
One remembers conversations we've had with the community there about old people, people who are disabled, and one wonders what their fate is tonight, and is there a way that they're being cared for and communicated with?
I'm actually not sure. I just called, I just sent a message. After I moved from the police station, I didn't realize how bad the situation actually is. And then I sent a message now to the team saying, guys, how best are we going to sort of mobilize and prepare ourselves tonight just to be out there, just to assist the community, because clearly it's not going to stop anytime soon.
I know it's still early, as you say, Dereleen. You've just got there and having a view now of just how bad the situation is. I'm sure that you'll be hearing from a lot more members in the community, their experiences and their calls for help. What else can you tell us about how this weather has affected people, especially in the context where we're expecting more adverse weather this weekend?
You know what? I actually have one of my team members that has been on the ground the entire day, Sheriff Pretorius. So she can actually even tell you more about her experience and how it will affect us going through the weekend. Hold on for Iman.
Hi, Iman.
Hi, Sheriff. So tell us what you've been seeing and how badly the community is affected.
Well, the biggest problem that we have at this point is the amount of water. Eldorado Park has been without electricity for most of the day, which has just compounded everything. So it's just entirely a case of one thing just exacerbating the other. There's yards that are flooded. There are houses that are flooded. Right now we are standing at a scene where we have to dig a hole so that the water can seep through the wall because the yard is flooded. So it has actually gotten to a point where our people are, there's constant problems. We have 3 tributaries that are completely flooded at the moment. The bottom of one of our main roads that leads from Eldorado Park to the industrial area, that section is cut off as well. The main road is cut off because of tributaries that are just not overflowing.
Yeah.
And it's just a major issue.
Sheriff, just a final word on what you think plans are going to be for tonight. Some of that video we're seeing looks like people's homes are also flooded. Of course, we had a similar situation in Soweto with families homeless tonight without shelter because of flash floods destroying their dwellings. What's the picture where you are, and what kind of night do you think the community is facing?
It's going to be a horrible night. If this rain continues, we are going to be faced with constant calls for emergency assistance. But Iman, if I can just tell you, I was in Protea South this afternoon, and there is a road that is completely flooded. And the people had to open up the manholes in order for them to drain some of the water away. And the unfortunate thing is MMC son was in the area, and he unfortunately felt that it was not his problem. He said it's not his baby, it's not his mandate. So, those are the issues that the people on the ground are dealing with. And it's absolutely sad. Where you see little kids not being wrapped in the silver blankets from EMS because they don't have anything to wear. So that is how bad things are on the ground at the moment.
But really just an awful night. Sharis and community activist, well, both of them community activists joined there with by Dereleen James, just giving us a really grim picture of what families are facing tonight as they make their way home. Some of those homes completely overrun with water, and no one knows what's going to happen throughout the course of the evening. We heard from the MMC for Human Settlements a little bit earlier on the program. They are out on the ground trying to make alternative arrangements for families that are displaced and without shelter tonight, calling on the public to also lend a hand, to volunteer and to donate what they can. And as we heard from our weather desk as well, adverse and inclement weather conditions expected this weekend. It's not going to be great, and certainly our hearts go out to those families who are affected.